Hi boys and girls, auntie and uncle, welcome back to my channel and buongiorno to you. Happy 2024. This is my first video for 2024 and I'm standing right outside the third largest cathedral in the world. This is Duomo di Milano, the Milan Cathedral. The first stone was placed in the 1300s and it actually took almost 600 years to complete. It was only completed in 1965 and almost 3,000 statues adorn the cathedral. It really is architectural marvel and it is the landmark of Milan. Really, you must come here to really see how magnificent this building is. Milan is the center of art, culture, finance, media, and tourism. Home to many famous European, including director Visconti, also famous fashion designer Stefano Gabbana of Dolce & Gabbana. Over the centuries, the Austrian, the French tried over and over again to conquer the city of Milan, because by conquering the city of Milan, you really have the control of the entire Po Valley. Founded by the Celtics, the name Milan means center of the valley. So very appropriately named. This is the home of espresso, latte, cappuccino, and risotto. So for this video, I am bringing you across this incredible city of Milan and we're gonna discover Milan together. This is my first time in Milan, so I'm bringing you with me to all these fabulous places. Fasten your seatbelt. This is going to be an incredible ride. Fried Luini, salami, yeah, and something vegetarian.
I have the vegetarian one.
Yes, this one, please. Thank you. And Luini dolce. So for breakfast, it's definitely here at Luini. They have been here since 1888. It's an institution here in Milan and they are famous for their Panzerotti. Ta-da! And it's a favorite for all local Milanese. A lot of Milanese people actually said that when they go overseas and when they come back, this is the Panzerotti that they want to eat. Everything inside, if you're into bakery and bread, it looks spectacular. It's a very fried, fluffy bread. This one is picante. This is like spicy salami. I'm super lucky that there is no line today. Usually there's a very long line. But I'm super lucky today there's really no line. And I can pick whatever I want. But amazing assortment of bread and Danish in there. I usually don't like bread, but this is really the tastiest bread ever. Here at Luini. As I said, Milan is the world center for art and culture. The epic center for the art and culture here in Milan has got to be this incredible, opulent opera house, La Scala. La Scala di Milano is called here the opera house in Milan, and La Scala means the step. And there used to be a church here called Santa Maria La Scala, and that's why they named this opera house La Scala. La Scala is home to many of the greatest opera works seen, including world premiere for Puccini's Madame Butterfly and Turandot. La Scala was also home to legendary music director Toscanini. He has contributed a lot to the development, and his opera is now the standard to follow. Many legendary artists has also launched their career here, including the great Pavarotti who performed here, and also Maria Callas. Now there are many famous people who have come to watch an opera here in La Scala, including the emperor himself, the Emperor of France. Napoleon also came here to watch opera. In the old days, the rich families of Milan not only come here to watch opera, but this is the place where they mingle and socialize. And each of the boxes in La Scala actually in the old day belongs to one specific noble houses. Now this massive gigantic building, it's actually a workshop. Hundreds and hundreds of people are hired to keep this opera working. La Scala is not only just an opera, but it is also a school for ballet, school for actors, school for stage design. And each year, La Scala produces more than 1,700 students dedicated to the art of performing. To truly take in to this grandiose building, you must join a walking tour. I highly encourage that to really take in this magnificent historical building right here in the city of Milan. Our next stop takes us to Pinacoteca di Brera. Is the main public gallery for paintings in Milan, Italy. It contains one of the foremost collections of Italian painting from the 13th to the 20th century. Now there are hundreds of thousands of famous painting here, but I want you to focus on this one, Saint Mark preaching in Alexandria, drawn by the Italian Renaissance artist Giovanni Bellini. The work is a huge canvas destined for Scuola Grande di San Marco in Venice. It is 26 meters in surface and has a rich narrative and iconographic feature. The scene is rich with exotic elements. Second painting I want to bring your attention is The Marriage of the Virgin. This is an oil painting by Italian High Renaissance artist Raphael. This painting, completed in 1504, depicts a marriage ceremony between Mary and Joseph. The palette is immaculate with strong and perspective, and attention to details in different parts make this painting a masterpiece. Unlike earlier painting, Joseph is depicted as a young man here with a gold yellow drape. The vibrancy in this painting and the human quality really show audiences how contemporary he was. So Milan is said to have the most advanced and efficient public transport in all of Europe. So in this segment, I'm going to talk about how you can get from Malpensa International Airport to the city center, also how to use the public transport here in the city of Milan. Once you get past immigration at Malpensa Airport, just follow the green sign train. It will lead you all the way to this red section here to buy the train tickets, express train to the city of Milan. Once you reach this point, this is where you will see the red machine that takes you to the ticket, and the whole machine looks pretty intimidating, but it's actually pretty easy to use. Select your language right here, press English, and it will give you the different pricing for the different category you will need for the train. And so for this purpose, I am just going one way and press the time for the train and press one-way ticket to Milano Centrale. Just press this one and it will show you the price to go to the central, and you can pay, I would say the best way is by credit card. You get the ticket that looks like this, and then you have to then stamp the ticket in this machine to start your journey. Your express train platform is at the basement after you buy the ticket. just simply wait for your train here at platform 1 or platform 2. And the train, express train to Milano Central, looks like this. Now, for the public transport, you will need to find a ticket box that looks like this. Again, looks very intimidating, but I assure you, it is super easy to use. All you have to do is touch the screen, because the screen is touchable, and choose your language, English. Now, what they have different option here. The easiest option is one way for €2.20, but the one that I'm gonna buy is a 3 days ticket. A 3-day ticket here is €13, and it goes to 3 different zones, which is more than enough for all your travel needs in Milan. And that's how simple it is to use the whole machine. Again, daily, 3 zone, €7.60 it costs. So those are the prices for the public transport in Milan. Thank you.
Lakes and piers with bergamotto mayonnaise.
So for lunch, I'm bringing you to the Pavio Canal area, and this canal is 33 kilometers long. That stretches all the way to the river of Po River. It's a very scenic part of Milan, but it is also the part where all the fantastic restaurant in Milan is located. And this restaurant I'm bringing you to is called Navigli. I'm butchering the name, but it's called Restaurant Bell. Beautiful restaurant. Comes highly recommended. I really like the high ceiling here, and everything here looks really exquisite. This is bergamot ginger, my appetizer. Looks absolutely amazing. With butter. Oh, this is onion. And with the pears, look at that. The pear is still very sweet and nice. So one thing I want to point out in this restaurant is the fantastic menu. And each of the, I think it's like almost handmade. The color just matches with everything, and it's in English, and each of the dish is perfectly drawn out what it entails. So I have to say sorry that was an onion that I took. It was actually leeks. And this, my second course, is goat cheese risotto rice. It smells amazing. I mean, I know you guys over the camera couldn't smell it, but believe me, this smells really amazing. Risotto. Look at that. Oh my god. It's super creamy and thick. Oh my god. The goat cheese is really incredible. And I must say, this restaurant, very vegetarian friendly. Most of the menus are vegetarian. It really melts in your mouth. It really is very good. So this broccoli, kohlrabi, horseradish, and black garlic. What a strange combination. Look at this. Just very interesting. This is the first time I ever saw someone put horseradish and broccoli together. So it's really, really very interesting. Okay. Finally, I taste the kohlrabi sauce. Look at that. The broccoli really good. Wow.
Chili, ginger mousse,
Oh.
caramel ginger.
Our dessert, it's the chocolate with the mousse, the ginger mousse sauce. It looks absolutely sinful. And then this is coconut. Then you drink. Oh, it's warm coconut. And it brings out the taste. I mean, from outside, this restaurant looks like a nothing. It looks like a shop or something, but then when you go inside, surprise, surprise, for fine dining. This chocolate mousse with ginger sauce, it's just to die for, seriously. It's just so sticky and stuff. And then you drink the coconut milk. The coconut. One of the most interesting desserts I ever had. So if you are into shopping, then you are in the right city. This, Milan, the city of shopping and fashion. And there's no other place to shop than here at Galleria Vittorio Emanuele. This magnificent shopping mall is a landmark of Milan. Galleria is built to celebrate the reunification of Italy, and they name it after King Vittorio Emanuele because it is said that the king likes meeting the local resident of Milan right here. So they named this Galleria for him. This is such an incredible building. All the major Italian brands are here. And when you are in this gallery, you have to find the bull. The bull, and then you stand on top of the bull's ball and you spin anti-clockwise. I've seen the kids do it. It's really fun. So by doing that, it is said that it will bring you good luck. So I've just done that, and I hope that's going to bring me luck in the year 2024. But nevertheless, do visit this magnificent building. It's incredible. I think it's neoclassic. It's incredible. The landmark of Milan, you won't miss it. It's right next to the Duomo. And if you're into shopping, there's really no better place to shop than here at Galleria Vittorio Emanuele. So boys and girls, auntie and uncle, this is the most sought after ticket here in Milan. And because I am standing right outside Santa Maria del Grazie, and inside this building is the most important work of art by any artist of all time. Alongside with the Mona Lisa, Leonardo da Vinci has painted one of the most famous paintings in the world, The Last Supper. And this ticket, I had to buy 2.5 months in advance. I kid you not, I had to buy this ticket first before the hotel reservation, before flight reservation. It's insane. They only allowed so amount of people, I think like 15 people each time, and you only get to gawk at the painting for 15 minutes. Oh, I am so stressed out, I couldn't sleep last night. This painting, so important because of the impact it had on the art world and of Leonardo's depiction of a dramatic moment when Jesus Christ announced who's going to betray him. So I am 9:30 here, punctual, waiting for the tour to start. I cannot wait. I don't know how much I can film, but here it is. After this, I will tell you my experience of the Last Supper. I've been waiting my whole life to see this. I cannot believe I'm here.
To see this masterpiece, you need to in preparation mode 2 months before you visit Milan. You cannot just stroll in to see the Last Supper. Instead, tickets must be reserved. Ticket dates are released approximately only 4 months in advance, and it can be purchased online. No matter how far in advance you book, you'll still have only 15 minutes in front of the paintings before other groups gets in. The tour starts with our tour guide explaining how miraculously this painting is still alive due to the fact that it was bombed during World War II and only a few walls survive for Santa Maria de Grazie. Despite protection work by the locals, they really managed to save this building. So after the explanation, we are off to see the most famous painting of all time alongside with Mona Lisa.
So I just finished the tour. I have a lot of things to say because this is practically it's a very unusual tour because the fact that the location of this painting, this mural, is so super highly secure. The door has to close, so everybody has to be like in one room and then it closes. Everybody has to be rushed through the whole procedure for the entirety of the tour. It was just very amazing to see how high security it is. And there's lots of staff inside to really monitor the whole flow of the crowd. They only allowed so many crowds in every day. As I said, ticket was very difficult to get. I bought my ticket like 2.5 months in advance. The Last Supper by Leonardo da Vinci. What an amazing painting that was. First of all, there's a lot of conspiracy theory on that painting itself, which I'm not really going to go into because those conspiracy theories can be really crazy. But I would say is the symbolism of everything on that table and every posture the disciple and the apostle made has their meaning. So it's full of symbolism, and it is such an important painting because number one, it is the first painting with perspective and depth, and you just feel like it's an extension of the hall, so it goes on and on. And the guide told us in recent restoration, they found a nail on Jesus' right temple, and they believe Leonardo da Vinci measured the painting in perspectively through that right temple as the center point for the entire drawing. That was pretty amazing to find out. Mind you, it was a dining hall when Leonardo painted it. It was for people to break fast and to dine. So Leonardo practically pull out the table and invite you for this dramatic scene. So most of the painting in the past about the Last Supper was the food was really on the table, but the food here is like centerpiece, and you feel like you almost can grab the food yourself and break fast with Jesus Christ himself. And secondly, each of the posture, of the dramatic posture of the apostle was pretty incredible. It's a very dramatic scene, but everybody is just silent and like probably waiting for the next move. The composition, the posture of everybody is extraordinary. Now you focus on two persons, of course, Jesus Christ and also Judah, who's the one who's going to betray Jesus. So they are the only two who knows the truth about the whole setting. So focus on these two and you realize that there was a lot of symbolism between these two. The tension between these two was amazing. You see the salt being spilled by Judah, meaning something bad is going to happen, and he's clutching a hand pocket of money. So a lot of these small, minute details, and also the tablecloth is almost like if it's just ironed out and being taken out. It's amazing. The colors are vivid. I mean, the colors has faded over the years, but he was probably the most innovative, technologically artist alive at the time. So he must have used a lot of scientific knowledge to paint that painting, but nobody has a proof on that. But it certainly is an incredible painting that breaks all boundary. So imagine that the painting actually survived for us to see. It's actually a miracle because the Napoleonic army used it as a barrack, and then the Habsburg army used it as a hospital. The building was bombed during World War II, so a lot of things happened, but it's still a miracle. The painting is still here. This really is the one painting that everyone should come and see and admire, because it is also UNESCO World Heritage Site, the only one in Milan, and historically I cannot tell you how important this painting is. It really paved the way for all artists to come in terms of depicting perspective, light, color, composition. It really is incredible. This is really my bucket list done here in Milan.
We have a white truffle based menu if you want to try it. This is from Alba in Piedmont.
In where?
Piedmont,
Piedmont.
the north of Italy.
From northern Italy?
Yes.
I can smell it.
So I just finished dinner at this very, very incredible, fancy restaurant called Cracco. Cracco here at Galleria, Vittorio, and Emanuele. And this was one of the fanciest dinner I have ever had. It was an incredible restaurant, Michelin star. And when you go up, it's actually three-story, this restaurant. So downstairs is a bistro, and then the actual restaurant on the first floor, and there's a private room upstairs. Gosh, I can imagine what the private room prices are, but it's a Michelin star, very fancy restaurant, the finest service I have ever encountered in a restaurant, and very, very fancy prices too. There was a Christmas tree at the front door, and there was a waiting room. I think that's what you wait until all the parties are there, and then you can order drinks there. I don't know, but we just went straight into these gigantic like a hall thing, high ceiling. So I think in the past this must be an apartment. So very, very fancy. I had the veal with the potato, and my friend had the tagliate with the white truffle, super fancy. And we both had this apple-based mocktail called Red Moon, but I couldn't find a trace of the color red in there. But some of the most amazing hospitality there is. The waiters were impeccably dressed. The room and the hall is just, this must be the fanciest dinner I have ever had in my entire life. So the restaurant is called Cracco if you're interested. You can see the menu and then you can see the pricing. Oh my God. That is my video for the city of Milan. What can I say? This is one of the most affluent city I have ever visited. There are treasures everywhere, and people are so well dressed here. And the pricing here is no joke. But I love the Duomo, I love the Pinacoteca, and I had a great time eating here. Everything here is just so tasty. The risotto at the Belé restaurant was one of my highlights. And of course here at Cracco, I mean, I never would have thought that there there was that kind of fancy restaurant, Michelin star. Well, you only live once. So thank you for watching this video, everyone, and thank you for accompanying me all the way here in Milan. And my next destination is the eternal city of Rome. So until my next video, I'll see you in Rome, and you take care, and I will see you in Rome. Goodbye from the city of Milan here in Galleria Vittorio Emanuele.